Well, 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 a sneak peek that truly comes as a huge and completely unexpected surprise. From chapter 1 to 19, this is the first time the sneak peek is just a cover. To be honest, aside from making our curiosity surge even more, this kind of sneak peek, just a cover, really makes us restless. With several scenes in chapter 18 left hanging, such as Kawaki's decision about his karma, Konohamaru's fate after Matsuri's jealousy toward Moegi made her furious at him, and what will happen next to Team Sarada now that Ryu has discovered their evil plan to betray him. But other than that, something we're really waiting for is Boruto. But in conclusion, the sneak peek this time is really unsatisfactory, right? But of course, I think chapter 19 will be a big surprise. First, about Kawaki and Amado's plan to resurrect his daughter. We all know the development of each character in the story in Boruto progresses at such a slow pace, right? Even from the past few years, there hasn't been much significant improvement and change, especially with some characters. In addition, we know that the fight scene between Kawaki and Boruto is a moment that we can assume to be the final fight, right? With the increase in power and removing the limiter, I don't think this will happen. And once again, from such a slow phase, Kawaki in the next few chapters will certainly not easily get his wish to get his strength adjusted, and most likely there will be a surprise that will happen, or it can be said that other interventions or even from Amado himself, but certainly I am very sure that Kawaki in chapter 19 will not get their attack power adjusted to the limit. Because try to imagine, guys, the purpose of Kawaki getting all his power is none other than to destroy Shinju, Otsutsuki, or part of them. And of course, that also includes Boruto himself. If Kawaki reaches his full attack potential, he would become a monster greater than the monster itself. He would easily destroy Jura and some Divine Tree humans. Even that would also be something very fast to realize the goal of Kawaki killing Boruto in the end. Although this cannot be claimed to be 100% true, but does it make sense that if Kawaki gets his attack power adjusted to the limit, he will easily finish off the threats in this world, guys, because then Boruto's story will quickly end, right? One of the ideal paths may be that he will comply with Amado's request to resurrect his daughter, or there may even be an intervention that becomes an unexpected surprise. I can't guess what it is, guys, but then again, Amado himself seems to be. But according to yourself, what will happen to Kawaki and Amado in chapter 19, guys? And besides that, another interesting thing is Konohamaru's decision. Again and again, chapter 19 is full of decisions. Konohamaru must act more professionally and follow Shikamaru's orders to make them friends without prioritizing their personal issues. The success of the mission is the key point, rather than focusing on personal matters, especially over something as trivial as being called Konohamaru-chan, right? And as a ninja, particularly at the Junin level, Konohamaru should be able to position himself properly in this mission, considering that the opponent he's facing is an overpowered Divine Tree human. Even though Matsuri is in love and innocent, Konohamaru must be wiser and set aside his personal issues with Moegi. He had to give a clarification to Matsuri in order to restore her mood and give a relevant answer so that she wouldn't be angry and jealous of him. Because once again, I have high expectations of Konohamaru for obvious reasons, because this certainly does not make sense if Konohamaru prefers his life to be threatened just to call Chan, which Konohamaru does not want someone to call him by that title other than the Moegi herself. Besides this sounding ridiculous for risking his life, this is also not something with the principles of ninja and the purpose of this mission, right? Because no matter what, Konohamaru must set aside his personal issues with Moegi and prioritize his mission. But what's interesting is that I have no idea what reason Konohamaru could use to make Matsuri soften up and let go of her jealousy. Honestly, I'm really bad at handling women myself. Never mind, guys, just forget it. Oh yeah, maybe you must have seen this fake leak, right? Because of course there are already a lot of people spreading on the internet. With perfect art that is even 99% similar to Ikemoto himself, is it impossible, guys? If Konohamaru will end up dying and he will summon Enra, although this is fake, somehow this is also a reasonable choice if Konohamaru cannot give a satisfied answer to Matsuri. Moreover, we know that at the end of Matsuri and Konohamaru, Matsuri seriously forced Konohamaru to answer and give reasons to her about who Moegi was. But if Konohamaru explained to the innocent Matsuri that she was the Moegi herself, would this make her believe it, guys? Damn, I suddenly have another alternative to this scenario, guys. We know that all Divine Tree humans are innocent. Konohamaru, who has previously received information and several clues about Matsuri through Shikamaru, should naturally have thorough preparation himself. In his currently threatened position, I suspect that Konohamaru will explain in detail to Matsuri who she really is. He will provide reasons and explanations that will surely calm her heart. By taking advantage of her innocence and linking it to the Chapter 19 cover that reveals she is actually MOEGI, this scenario makes sense. Konohamaru will intervene in her memories and thoughts about Matsuri, recounting various things about MOEGI, including moments from their lives since childhood. By sharing these memories between MOEGI and himself, this will certainly be a more reasonable situation for Konohamaru to decide. Because, of course, with Matsuri's pure and innocent nature, untainted by trauma or anything like that, she won't go into denial. Slowly but surely, Konohamaru will help restore MOEGI's memories of herself. Moreover, if Konohamaru brings an object or something that holds great significance to MOEGI, it will play a crucial role in bringing her memories back. Believe it or not, this is the most ideal approach. I find it very hard to believe, and it would be completely illogical if Konohamaru fails to control the situation just because he prioritizes his personal issues, ultimately putting his own life at risk, right? The most ideal choice is to explain and remind Matsuri that she is actually MOEGI. If Konohamaru can control the situation and provide the right reasoning, I truly believe Matsuri will soften up and her anger will subside. This is a logical decision and scenario compared to prioritizing personal issues, which would only endanger his life. But regarding Enra, that actually makes sense too, guys. However, given the story's slow pacing, as we all know, one of the most ideal choices seems to be explaining to Matsuri and reminding her that she is actually MOEGI. This reasoning also aligns with the cover of Chapter 19, titled Konohamaru-chan. The text on the cover, if I remember correctly, translates to, "I miss your shadow in my sleep." By explaining and reminding Matsuri who MOEGI truly is, MOEGI's memories will eventually return, slowly but surely. And in conclusion, due to the slow phase, I suspect that Kawaki will not be able to fully optimize his attack power just yet. Of course, this isn't baseless speculation or mere nonsense. Second, with a sneak peek that only consists of a cover, this is obviously a clue about what's happening to Konohamaru. And as I just explained, the answer is clear. Konohamaru will bring back MOEGI's memories little by little through Matsuri. But about Team Sarada and Ryu, so far I have no idea, guys. But what do you think will happen to Team Sarada? Will Boruto come and ignore Kashin Koji's warning? Oh yeah. Some of the speculations and analysis I just said, I'm not claiming that this is 100% correct, guys. Because, after all, I can predict this with various reasonable reasons. But if you guys have other reasons or opinions, I'd be happy to hear them. So, thank you for those of you who have liked and subs as support. I'm Nim. See you in the next leak. Bye-bye, Databayo.